The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. Trade over 17,000 markets with extended trading hours on key US shares and competitive spreads, all on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.
And the stock of the day is ANZ. Its chief executive says the bank has become too complex and needs to improve its financial risk management. Nuno Matos has told analysts and investors at the bank's strategy day meeting that its new leadership team will lead a culture reset across the company. That's after ANZ was fined $240 million by the corporate regulator for unconscionable conduct and services and products it hadn't provided. Mr. Matos says that ANZ will try to maintain investment spending at around $1.5 billion a year. It's also abandoning the remaining $800 million of its share buyback to help maintain its balance sheet. And today, the share price is up by more than 2%. Let's get a view, buy, hold, sell view on this one. We'll start with David Lane from Ord Minnett.
Yeah, it's a stock that defies logic at the moment. The share price is continuing to rally. It's up about 2% or 2.3% today following that announcement. And it really is, I suppose, a vote of confidence for the new management led by Nuno Matos. He has taken a big bath approach, decided to settle all of the previous issues with ASIC, and today's strategy announcement has said that they hope to fast track the Suncorp synergies or Suncorp integration and will realise greater synergies from that. Refocus the business on being a lot more simple, as you said. At current levels, though, I can't really see the value in it. We've got a hold recommendation on it, but our target price is $30 for a bank that's been going through a lot of issues. Margins are struggling. They're trading on a PE ratio of about 16 times and a dividend yield of 4.7%, and that's not even fully franked. ANZ doesn't fully frank its dividends. It's about 70% franked. So, yeah, can't really see why the share price is up as strongly as it is today. And if anything, as I said, we've got an official hold on it, but I'd be almost tempted to be taking profits in this market strength.
Yeah, because this is a reaction to the strategy day, David, because we've got CBA down, Westpac down, NAB down by more than 1% as well. So some of that money shifting into ANZ. Cost cutting, synergies from Suncorp, is it enough to justify the valuation?
No, not at all. I think out of the four big banks, it's probably the better valued one in terms of, if you want to call it better value. I don't. But it's on a better, lower PE and high dividend, so-called yield. But look, it defies logic. The banks up here is just incredibly expensive. I mean, the risk there people are taking, especially the CBA. I mean, there's a lot been overseas money coming in from the US to get out of the US dollar and buying, our biggest banks. That's one of the reasons that the banks have held up so well. But geez, to buy up here, really, I mean, look, if you're a long-term investor and you bought the banks 10 years ago, you're not going to sell, right? You're going to hold because you're getting a much higher dividend yield return. But to buy up here, good luck. The risk you're taking for a small percentage gain with it, and the sector is not a high growth sector. We're not talking about tech stocks here. It's banking, So it's, but you can't fight the herd. The herd is, I don't know. It's So I'm dumbfounded. I've never seen banks this expensive, and I used to be in banking, 30 years ago, and I know what happens when an economy goes into a recession like in the 80s. Boy, you don't want to be in banks. As soon as unemployment goes up, their profits go down. These banks will get smashed. So if we go into some kind of global recession or worse, you do not want to be. So buying up here is really, really risky. And I know I was in banking for 12 years. I know what happened in the 80s. And, it's Westpac nearly went under, except for Kerry Packer.
So are you a buy, hold, sell today for ANZ?
Again, depends when you bought it. You'd be holding it because the trend is up, technically, but you would not be buying it, no.
Got it. Thank you. Stock of the day, ANZ.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Trade over 12,000 shares and ETFs, including major tech giants with extended hours on an award-winning platform. Get started at ig.com.